signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
So I was editing a video, and within the video it says something about Princess Anne and Prince Edward were among those who wanted Edward Young to be fired. So I wasn't aware of this, and I came to check it out to see if it was true. The same way when I was finding out that Ford Fiesta had a miscarriage. So this is the thing here. So since I'm gonna check this article out, I might as well take you along with me. In the video where I put this screenshot, I'll put the link of this article in the description. So it's a Tatler article. So let's go into it and see what it is about. Okay, because I was very curious. I was shocked to find out to see that they wanted Edward to be fired, because I've talked a lot about Princess Anne, who doesn't put a front. She's living her best life. We have to respect her for that. I've said in other videos that she's not putting a gun on anybody's head for them to give, for taxpayers to give her money to live her life. Okay, she's letting you know, this is my life, I accept it, I was born into it, so I'm gonna live my best life to the best of my abilities. So we have to respect her for it. It's not my money, it's the Brits' money. So this is the thing here. So I want to know what's going on in here. Well, she probably put Edward into notice and said, look, if your ardent production is not working, how are you gonna survive out there? Because I did a review on ardent production, not review. I found out that he had a company and that didn't work out. But anyway, that's a different story. So let's find out why these two wanted Sir Edward Young to be fired. Okay, Princess Anne and Prince Edward amongst those calling for Queen's private secretary to be sacked. Sir Edward Young's head is thought to be on the chopping block. That was 13 January 2020. Okay, so let's find out. So he should have stopped. Sir Edward Young should have stopped while these two were, on his case. But I guess because he felt like they have no power to do anything about his position. But now that Harry is not there, they can control Harry. Alright, so let's see here. The Queen's top advisor, and Harry might make them all lose that free money because they're poking him too much. But let's continue. Okay, the Queen's top advisors is in the firing line following the Duke and Duchess of Sussex bombshell announcement last week, in which they effectively resigned as senior royals. The blame is being laid by members of the royal family at the Queen's private secretary, Sir Edward Young's feet. I was not aware of all of this. As the courtier seems likely to become a casualty of the scandal, it is thought that even Princess Anne and Prince Edward, who had sought to steer clear of the drama, have voiced their concern over Young's incompetence. He was sent there to stir the pot. Okay? To stir the pot, create chaos, create division. What they want is a puppet. Alright? So when the two top, the futures, said this is what's gonna stay, that's what's gonna stay. So they already, like Harry said, they are trapped. The two top, futures are trapped. So they're probably holding something against them because they've been doing so many shady things. So they have a lot of skeleton on them. So they're holding these things above their head and say, you better keep this guy. Alright? And remember also, and I think I was right, Gates, which was the previous secretary for the Queen, where Charles and Andrew, this is a side note, I'm coming back to that, let me make sure. Which secretary did Prince Charles and Prince Andrew fired? Let's see here. Queen was under pressure to force his advisor to resign. I want to make sure if it's someone by the name Gates. Express UK, Christopher Gates, there it is. So I was right, it is that person. Alright, Gates worked as private secretary to the Queen from 2007 to 2017. With his resignation and subsequent departure, I'm not gonna click on it, this is Express UK, because it was Charles and Andrew who made him quit, because they wanted certain things to be done and it was not being done. So both of them teamed together to get rid of him, and ever since then, Andrew and Charles have been getting what they want, but at the expense of the entire institution. Alright, Lord Gates. So it was him. I was right. When I'm editing this, I'm gonna put the screenshot because I don't want to click on these. Alright, I'm gonna click the screenshot that I already have, and I think it's the name Gates. This name that's gonna pop up. At couple times I've mentioning it and I wasn't sure if it was the right person. So ever since this guy left, which Charles and Andrew forced out, and then since then they've been going downhill. So they've got this guy, or maybe there was someone in between. Let's continue with this. Why Edward and Princess Anne wanted to get rid of this guy. Alright, All the guns are blazing at Edward Young's, okay, that's him, source and royal household told the time. He has not geared up the system to protect the monarch. What? I'm not I swear I didn't see this. This is the reason I'm reading that. I'm not surprised by this at all, because they want the institution to be gone. To be gone. Why would they want the institution to be gone? To be gone? It's because the power it holds. They have the power of the army. Okay? They want control of that. Once they have control of that, they could go around the world and do as they please. They have special interests, different part of the world, different part of the Commonwealth, perhaps, okay, to do as they please. This is the goal. I've been saying this for a very long time. So he is there to stir the pot, get people upset, dissolve. In other words, dissolve the institution. But unfortunately, the two top one have so much shit in their closet, they don't want this stuff to be gone, to made out public, so they're holding this thing against them. Instead, they should put up with it and say, let it out and focus on themselves and stop doing shady stuff. Okay, they never learned their lesson. Okay, so Princess Anne is the smartest cookie over there. I don't know about Edward. Maybe she dragged Edward along and said, Edward, look at this picture. This is what will happen if the institution is not in the position that they are now. This is my humble opinion on that. But let's continue. That was a huge sidetrack. Okay, so I was right. It was Gate. Okay, that private secretary that Charles and Andrew got rid of. And then they put this guy, and this is where the problem is. Okay, all the guns are blazing at Edward Young's, a source and royal household told the time. He has not geared up the system to protect the monarch. Very senior members of the royal family think he should go. Alright, so that's Anne and Edward. Young was hired 2 years ago following the ousted of Lord Gates. There's the guy. I'm gonna put the screenshot again of what I have, where Charles and Andrew got rid of. I think that's him. Okay, this guy, Gates, G-E-I-D-T. Okay, who had been private secretary for 10 years at the time. Gate was removed by there's my answer. I was right. Gate was removed by Prince Charles and Prince Andrew after he expressed strong opinion. Okay, I don't even need to put it. There's my answer right there. Okay, after he expressed strong opinions and warning about both Prince Andrew and the Sussexes, two situations that have come to pass. So he warned them. They didn't listen. They did not listen. They even have the best ear in the house to protect them. They didn't listen. Okay, Prince Charles was thought to be angry that he did not have a big enough role in organizing his own 70th birthday. Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel like this is a 4-year-old who wants a birthday party. But let's read this. Prince Charles was thought to be angry that he did not have a big enough role in organizing his own 70th birthday, while Andrew is said to have long resented him for removing him as the UK's trade envoy in 2011 following his link to Jeffrey Epstein being exposed. They're looking out. This is what I mean. This is exactly what I meant. This guy, Gate. Where is his name again? G-E... Okay, Lord Gate was looking out for the institution. He saw the ripple effect of things. Look at this. Jeffrey Epstein. I didn't even know they were talking about this in here. Was looking out for them, but no. They want to do as they please. They think they always right, but they had the best person for them, but they got rid of him. Let's continue. So this is my receipt here to confirm some of the things that I was saying. Okay, Young served as Gates' deputy. Okay, Young, which is the one that they have now, okay, who took his place over. Young served as Gates' deputy, playing a key role in organizing the Queen's Diamond Jubilee and the London 2012 Olympic Games opening ceremony skit. Look at this. He was okay, no matter how much you like the institution, but they hired this guy, Gates, to do the job. He was doing it very well. I remember watching the 2012 Olympic. I think it was that 007 or something like that. And there were part where Harry was doing some skit with the Obamas for this is completely different, for his Invictus game. I think at that time it was taking place in Florida, I think. All of this guy was looking out for the institution. It made them look good around the world. I was one of those puppets they got. Okay? I was one of the fools that they got. He did his job well. He made the institution look good around the world. Alright? So I was not in the periphery of that deep into looking what the institution is doing at that time. But I saw them in a good, positive way. That Gates guy was doing his job. But no, those two idiots, because they were so selfish. Okay? You have Epstein. You know how I feel about that. Okay? So Gates was looking good for them, was looking out for them, but they got rid of him. But let's continue. Young served as Gates' deputy, playing a key role in organizing the Queen's Diamond Jubilee and the London 2012 Olympics Games opening ceremony skit. Unfortunately, the choice of Young as a replacement as a weaker, easier courtier to control than Gates. Oh my God. This is very important. As a weaker, okay, easier courtier to control than Gates. Wow. So I was absolutely right. Gates knew what he was doing. He was looking out for the Queen. Okay? He was looking out for the institution. But no, the other one wanted someone weaker and easier courtier to control. And this is the mess Young is putting them into. Okay? Has backfired massively. There it is. This is the problem. Has backfired massively. Guess what? It's never too late. But at that time, all I care about, Harry and Meghan are out. Especially Meghan, and the kids are out of there. I don't care what happened to the institution at that time. But, you know, I like to give common sense thing. But if the institution wants to hold on, or probably if Gates I don't think he wants to be in that sinking ship now, is to rehire Gates and put things back into perspective. But so many things have been known. We know too much now. The outside world knows too much. There it is. I was absolutely right. Okay, has backfired massively. There is a massive blame game. The source continued. Edward Young was appointed by Charles. Okay, this is my answer here. Because he wanted someone weak. Wow. Someone weak. And yet in one not too long ago, I read somewhere where they caught him carrying a bag of cash from in the Middle East. He said they only he only do what they told him or something like that. So there he is. This is out of the bag, you know, out the window, because he was able to get rid of a strong person who was looking out for him, but now he wanted someone who was weak. He can blame that. Well, I guess he will take the blame for him. I don't know. You will have to pay him.
Prince Charles expected his butler to keep visits to Camilla a secret from the princess.
Paul just turned around to him and said, well, are you expecting me to lie for you, Your Royal Highness? And Prince Charles said, well, yes. Yes, I am. And went into this histrionics about being the King of England, the future King of England, the Prince of Wales, and you will lie, stamping his feet, and then threw this book in Paul's direction.
But anyway, let's continue. I'm sorry I'm doing this as I'm reading, but then again, if I read the entire thing without putting my opinion, it's almost like I'm copywriting this thing without, you know, commenting or criticizing the article. It's almost the same way as the videos. Okay, so let's continue. But he has not been wise. Okay, let me start with the paragraph again. There is a massive blame game. The source continue. Edward Young was appointed by Charles because he wanted someone weak, but he has not been wise or intuitive. This Harry and Meghan thing has not suddenly happened. The Prince Andrew situation didn't just happen. senior official like Gates, okay, this was the good one, the good person who was looking out for the Queen and the institution, okay, Gates, were warning about this stuff years ago. I swear I did not know about this. Some of the things that I've said, this is my answer here. Okay, senior officials like Gates were warning about this stuff years ago, which is why Charles and Andrew got rid of him. This I was aware of, but I didn't know it was all of this. Okay, when was this article? When was this article? 2020. Okay, 13 January 2020. Okay, so that's where I was left. So they knew about them, they warned them about it. Okay, it is being suggested that Young has lacked the backbone to stand his ground for the Queen's interest in earlier conversation with Harry and Meghan. This is why Harry was worried about the Queen.
How did it feel being back? Being with her.
Being with her, it was great. It was just so nice to see her. You know, she's on great form. She's always got a great sense of humour with me, and I'm just making sure that she's, you know, protected and got the right people around.
Well, okay. When they saying that, I read another article. It's gonna be a different article. I think it's from NEWSWEEK or something like that, where I started reading some of the comments, and some of the comments were saying, "Oh, Harry wanted his way" and all of that. No. So that's the answer here from Tatler of all magazine. Okay, this is why Harry was worrying about the Queen. Okay, are they looking out for the Queen's best interest? That's the answer here as well. Okay, the article, both articles gonna be in the description for you guys to check it out. Okay, it is being suggested that Young has lacked the backbone to stand his ground for the Queen's interest in earlier conversation with Harry and Meghan, and that he is unable to tell them what they need to hear, no matter how difficult that might be. A second source also told the Times that Gates used to hold the line reasonably well due to the respect both William and Harry had for him. Okay, so Harry had great respect for him, even though they don't get whatever they want, but the fact that he was looking out for them. If Gates had still been there, it's hard to see it unfolding as it has. There's no discipline. Everything leaked, and then everyone engaged in swearing and shouting and blames each other. More from Tatler. All right, so there's that. So I was right. Every time I keep on mentioning where Charles and Andrew got rid of the good courtier, okay, I was right. It was this person, and then they replace it with this one. This one is just there to stir the pot. Put the, how did that woman said, is put the flame by the fire, or fan the fire to make things happen.
You know, the flames are being fanned by the media.
You've heard the phrase cottage industry. This is a palace industry. Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. All right. So I will make reference on one of my tweet video of this I just read here, and then this is gonna be a video by itself. All right, because I was editing a video and then something popped up, and I thought I shared that. Alright, so that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And yeah, that's it.